Good morning. Hello. How are we doing? This is Miss Crafty Corner, and I'm Beema, better known as Els. Okay. Alrighty. So we are working on an album journal. This is a detective journal. And the reason we're calling this an album journal is because this is actually an album, like a scrapbooking type album. And we are going through putting in, decorations and decor on the pages. And then we're going to put signatures in between and maybe a folio, Who knows? But we're definitely going to put 3 signatures in here. And let's see where we at. So let's just review what we've done and then we'll talk about where we're at. So this is the front page. Not sure that it's done yet, but hello. Can I help you? Can I help you?
Don't you know it's Harry Howard? How long have you been doing this?
Bite your ear. Do I need to move this so you can come over and say hello? Okay.
Come on. Following.
Come on. You going to say hello? Just the blue light went on. You just can't help yourself, right? I saw the light. I had to come over, go into the light.
I'm famous. I'm the Harry with the fat bags.
No. Don't eat my book. Do not eat my book. No. I got it out of your way. Is that better now? Are you happy now? Yeah? Okay. All right. We'll pet the Harry a little bit. Yeah. We'll give the Harry some love because the Harry's so neglected. Yes, he is. He's so neglected.
Malnourished.
Oh, yeah. He hasn't had a meal in days.
I thought it was minutes.
More like seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I love you too. All right. Yeah, okay. Now, is that enough? Would you like me to put some treats down for you? Because you haven't eaten in a couple of minutes. Yeah, okay. Come on, I'll give you treats. Come on. Yeah, I know. You always move for food. There you go. All righty. Let's get back to normal. Get the remains of Harry out of the way. Okay, where were we? Oh, yes. So this is our detective journal, which we're making as an album journal. This is our front page. I'm going to say hello to everybody now that we've been on for, almost 5 minutes. Hey, Arlene. Hi, Sabrina. I know, he's such a skinny little kitty. So if we turn the first page, and there's a tab up here to do that, we have a nice big pocket here. And then we open this flip, and we have a couple of pockets here with some journaling cards and some space here you can write. Then we have a nice big pocket over here with another journaling card and another tab, which we turn, gives us more writing space here. Then we have this nice big belly band with a huge journaling card. We have a little bit of dimension here. We did put this up on some dimensionals just to give it a bit of a pop off the page. And then we turn it, and this is the part we worked on yesterday. We have a nice pocket on the side here. We have this little envelope, which I think is kind of, it looks appropriate. We have some burned evidence in there. And then this one is going to flip up, and we're going to have more stuff in here. This is the tab that's going to be on that for the flip. And then we have tab here that's going to be on this for flip. And then we have a tab that's going to be on the outside here. And we have another, don't know if it's going to be a pocket or a belly band, but we are kind of working. So we have a lot of stuff here to do still, and we're working inside. So move this out of the way. So when I got this, I went back to the store after I got the journal, and I found these. These are made by the Heartfelt Company, Heartfelt Creations. Of course, they're out of business now, but this has pieces and parts that actually belong in this album. And these are the pieces and parts. They're just weird pieces, but we can use them in this journal. So we actually are going to cut these down to workable pieces, but and we did that last night. I decided to do it during the during my altered, my art therapy, because it's what I wanted to do. It's my art therapy. I can do what I want. So there's some of the pieces. We have paper. We have a lot more paper, but I'm not taking it out. We have 3 signatures that we've put together. So we have stuff to do. So last night we made this little flip out that can go on either side. Doesn't matter, but it's just got a nice little cover on it. It's got a journaling card here. It's got some writing, a little bit of writing space. It's got a pocket here we haven't done anything with yet. And then there's a nice decoration on the back. So we're going to do something with this. Then we did this little flip. And this is actually another one of these kits that comes, it's got a bunch of pockets and stuff in it. And, they look like this. We've used one of these. But they look like this, and they're really nice pockets. This is what's left, bits and pieces. This is another pocket from one of the pocket sets. And so let's put the journaling card in here. We need to make a journaling card for this, and then we can kind of move on. Now, this, let me show you this. So this is a paper set. I actually bought it off of Temu, but I did buy it off Etsy as well. So, because I bought it and then saw it on Etsy and I went, oh, you got to buy that off Etsy. So I bought it off Etsy. So realistically, I just kind of used Temu for the printing. He's here again. Yeah, that's a book you're standing on. No, get down. Go, 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 go. Get down. Get down. Go there. Okay. Into the kitty cave with you. So, I don't know if we're going to make one or if we're just going to pull one and put it in there. Let me pull what we've got and we'll take a look and see what we want to do. All right, let's see if anything we have will work. Too small. We could do this identification card. We could. No, I don't like that. No, no. Too small. We're going to do the ID card. All right. I'm just going to kind of put those up there because we're going to use some of them. So we'll do the ID card. And since this is one of those ones that you pull out of, like I have a pad of these. I don't want, the back. So we'll just do this kind of thing. So if we're lucky, the glue's going to work today. Hey, Michelle. So, as you guys know, Hubber and I are going to be retiring someplace other than Vegas. So last night we were looking at some properties kind of in the middle of the country, closer to Big Brain Boy. And I got to tell you, we were laughing our butts off. It actually got to kind of like a hate shopping thing where he was on one real estate site and I was on a different one, and we were sending each other houses. We're like, okay, I'll see your black bathroom and raise you this. And yeah, it was some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, there's some stuff out there, let me tell you. I'll be honest, there is some stuff that we found that it's like, we were looking at it going, there is absolutely no way that you could sell that house here. Like, you just couldn't. We looked at one, I sent it to him, and I didn't even notice it until after I sent him the piece. I sent him this house, and I was like, the reason I sent it to him was because the garage was literally like buried in bushes. And he's like, oh my God, the porch. And I was like, what? He goes, look at the porch. The porch has like 4 columns, and the end column is falling off, and it is literally taking the roof with it. And I'm like, there's no way that you could sell that house out here. They'd condemn it. Like, the city would come out and go, okay, here's what you have. You can fix it, and you have 30 days to do it, or you can take it down completely. Like, there's no way that they would let anybody even list that house unless it was being listed to be torn down. If you're creative. So yeah, so we were looking at some, then one house, oh my God, I actually sent it to Sandy too, because it looks like they knocked out most of the walls on the main floor. Thank you. Looks like they knocked out most of the walls on the main floor. And they put like tin ceilings throughout. There's like a curved bar. It very, I would have to say it's almost like craftsman modern. It's a beautiful home. Original stairs and everything. And at a really good price point. Unfortunately, it was also in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And by that, I mean, you're talking about a 40-minute drive just to get to the highway. So it was a little weird. Miss Jersey, just so you know, your check has arrived. So I will be putting your stuff in the mail today. So yeah, it was a thing, you know. Um, it was a thing. But I mean, we looked at some houses that were absolutely gorgeous, and then we looked at some houses that were like, what were they thinking? Okay, I think this is just going to be writing space, and then this piece down here is where we'll put pocket and stuff. But I'm not going to use these flanges because we used those on the other one, in the pocket. Excuse me, is very, very awkward. It's way too deep. You know, so maybe one on one side, and then we'll just glue the other side down. See if it's any less awkward that way. So let's take that off of there. Okay. And then we don't really need all of that. So then I sent Sandy the house, and she's like, what do we need 5 bedrooms for? And I was like, okay, there's a room for me, a room for you. Then we need a craft room. We need a guest room for when people come by to craft with us. And then I got to have one room as, you know, for my grandkids, whenever they come. There always has to be an available room. Buggy's probably gonna, he wants to move with me. So now this paper, we actually have the bigger pad. I think we have that paper in there too. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. Maybe not. This will work. It's not the exact paper, but it'll work. Okay. So we have that. Michelle, my room too. Yes. And then, you know, Mike found a place that was kind of in a downtown area. And it was, I think it was a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2.5 bath. But it had a storefront downstairs. So you had 4 bedrooms upstairs and 2 bathrooms. And then downstairs, you had a storefront, like a warehouse area in the back, and a small bathroom, you know, powder room, which works for me because I would really love to start a creative reuse. Okay. 6 1/8 by, where's my pencil? 6 1/8 by, let's go 7 1/2. 6 1/8 is going to get us, ooh, 7 3/4. All right, so 6 1/8 this way. I need the big trimmer. I really want to put in a creative reuse. I want to have, you know, like an online store and have an actual physical store. And I want to have a physical store where people in the area can come and bring their kids, and we can do like kits where the kids can come and they can do, you know, like cards or little memory books, things like that the kids can do. And then also sponsor, like wine and art nights and stuff like that. Because I think that would be fun. $7 3/4. I want more and more schools are taking arts out of the classroom. And I could also sponsor scrapbook things. What are they called? I knew the word last night. What's it called? A crop. Yes. I could do crops, and there's actually a small hotel down the street that I bet you would love the business, and that's something that's going to contribute to the community. And the truth is, and we all know this to be, most women outlive men. Okay. Mike is a year younger than me, but on average, men die 5 to 7 years earlier than women. We have less problems, less stress. So the thought is that if Mike leaves me, I have to have a way to support myself, take care of myself. I have his 401k, but it's not going to be enough. I do get, or will get, disability. I don't get it now because I'm married to him and his income disqualifies me. But technically, I'm eligible. Between my knees and my broken back, I am eligible. So, I'm going to tape this because that's an awful lot of gluing. Matter of fact, let's run it through the Xyron. Okay, got the Xyron. So, the thought is I'm going to need to have an income, and I'm going to need to have, an income that's going to cover my expenses. Honestly, I couldn't stay in Vegas. I can't. Even if I rented out the extra bedrooms in this house, because it's 3-bedroom, if I rented out both rooms at $600 a month, I wouldn't have enough to pay the bills and still keep up with the insurance and the property taxes. Because our property taxes here are almost like $5,000-$6,000. Because, we live in Vegas. So the plan is, in our retirement, for us to move someplace where I can afford to live on my own, if need be. Where I can travel from to get to most of the country because I don't intend on not traveling, but I need to be able to live off of my disability and whatever I make in my little business. And I make a little bit of money off of Etsy every month, and it's mostly sustaining. But what can I do to make that money stretch, you know? And so our plan is to sell the house that we currently have, buy a less expensive house so I can put, like, I can get twice the house for half the money someplace else, if that makes sense. So the plan is to sell this, take half of the money, buy another house or something someplace else. I would prefer to have something that's my home and business all together, and then be able to put the other half of the money into an account that once I hit over 70 starts paying out a little bit every month, or just sits there as, for emergencies. And I can live off my disability and what I make on my Etsy store. Yeah. But I'd have to make enough money to maintain the RV, or at least a camper van, because I can't stay in one place. I just can't do it. No, I'm not good at it, My grandfather was an Irish traveler, and I think it rubbed off. My grandmother comes from Hungary. She comes from Roma, Roma stock. So, yeah, an Irish traveler and a Roma get married, and what do they end up with? A granddaughter who can't sit in one place for more than 5 minutes. So, the idea is that I'm going to be able to, travel, see my friends, have a space where people can come and visit. And if we get into a situation, where somebody's in need of a place to stay for a while, we have space for that, Yeah, just a bunch of drunk old ladies. No. All right. So now we have that. And we need to figure out what we're doing down here. Kind of like this. All right, let's measure. Then we'll cut it and see. We don't like it, we don't like it, Okay. So let's cut this one at 6. I know I have a pencil here. Here it is. 6 by 8. 6 by 8. Let's try that. All right, so let me take this part off the bottom. Yeah, I mean, as long as I'm able, until my back gives out, that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Until my back totally just like goes, nope, you're done. I'm going to keep going. This is when we spilled orange soda on. Let me take this piece off, and then we'll figure out which direction we're going here. But, I would like to be able to, when I am home, if my friends want to come and visit and stay for a week or two, there's space for them. If my grandkids want to come and stay for the, a couple of weeks or something, there's space for them. All righty. I'm putting this one through the Xyron too. I'm being lazy. What do you want from me? But, I like to travel, and being in the middle of the country, literally, I'm only 8 hours away if my daughter needs me, Like if something happens and she needs me to come home, I'm 8 hours away, 7.5 if I fly. And I don't mean on an airplane. I know, because I've made it from Wichita to here in like 8.5 hours. So if I really, really, really pushed, I could probably do it in 7.5 to 8 hours. Time to take head pills. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right. So now, this is a little taller than I want it to be. So let's take that down too. Let's see. Yes, much better. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, here we go. Now this needs a piece. I don't know. All right. We're going to try this. I'm not sure this is going to be the final one, but I just want to try it. Hand cutting. Yeah, so we sat here last night just being goofballs, looking at available properties, trying to decide if we liked any of them. Could we live in them? I look at it this way. When I broke my back, they were like, you'll be lucky if you're upright for, 10 more years. Well, I went back in 10 years and they went, well, you're just lucky. But you could lose it and be in the chair permanently and I am just of the no. I know what I can do and can't do. I get it all the time. Mike is constantly trying to take things out of my hands. Sandy's always going, hey, are you okay? Don't carry that. Hey, that's too heavy.
Stubborn old broad.
Don't give a shit. I know my limits.
Did you hear me?
I heard you.
Yes.
You'll pay for that shit later. See, now I'm going to have to plug her up and zap her a few times. For being shitty. Being a snot. Come on. I'm going to put tape and glue on this. I got a little bit of hangover here. I got a little bit of hangover. Okay. Now that's going to be stuck to me later. All right. That'll work. And here we go. Yeah, house in a box. When they deliver it, and they just start pulling the walls out, pop it up. There, house. All right, let's see. Let's put some ink on this and see if we like it. I know it's not exactly the right pipe, but let's see. More ink, more ink, more ink, more ink. So until I can't anymore, I shall be a traveler. 'Tis in my nature. Where's my, I need me wink. Here's me wink. All right, Arlene. I will check on you later. So I used my wink of Stella, and that just adds, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. There it is. It just adds a little, so it looks like, pipe tobacco. And let's see. Okay. I'm going to put that in right side up. Okay. All right. We have a ready-made journal card for this. Of course, we're not done, by any stretch of the imagination. I haven't really done anything yet, so.
Where's the water jug? Empty.
What? Those dogs don't want water. You mean we have to give them water every day?
Yes, you need water every day in hot climate.
Wow. Just in hot climates. If we lived in Alaska, we could not give them water at all.
They be getting the snow.
Oh, they eat the snow, yeah.
You want a drink? They go lick the snow. That's the first they always go.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
You're a strange group. All right. Ah.
Okay. And this, we're going to back on some regular, heavier cardstock to put it in here because it's a little a little thin. So I want to back that. What I'll probably end up doing is backing it and then doing the, this. Let's see. Might be better. We'll think about it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that paper right there. So, no, I'm not going to because then it'll get all screwed up. All right. What do we think? I'm kind of liking it. I am. I'm kind of digging it. Oh, I lived in Alaska. It was beautiful for about 15 minutes. This also is going to need to be backed. I really like the back of it, but it's just too thin. So we're going to have to figure out something for this. I'm otherwise good with all of that. Let's see. Get a piece of this. I need a piece of tape now. And a glue stick. Okay. White cardstock. Oh my God. No. Whoa. I don't use white cardstock for anything. All right. So now we have a flippy this way. We could do this. That way. Or just have it go this way. Wrap that around the page kind of thing. Create a tuck. Or we could put it over here. I think we're better off over here. But if we have a signature here, is that going to let this open? Don't know. All right, so we're not going to do that because it's kind of bulky. So we might save it to put it inside the journal. Well, that wasn't the plan at all. I think I'm going to put this right here. We're going to decorate this page and then we're going to put this on there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there are some really good whale watching that you can do in Alaska. I will give you that. Okay.
Hi, this is Michael Cox, Advanced Technical Support. County Emergency Cox ticket number 30061535. This is for Richard. I was hoping to speak to you about this. Looking to see how things are going out with your PBX system. If and when you get the opportunity, be so kind as to either update the ticket and let us know how things are going, or give us a call. We're available 24/7 and can be reached at 1-855-269-8822. I think if using Cox Business Technical Support, you can have yourself a
I
fabulous
don't think
day.
this is going to be big enough. But let's trim it off of here and see. I may have to do some resizing. You know? Or I could throw it on the floor. That works too. Come on. Wouldn't be crafting with me if I didn't throw something on the floor, right? At least once a day. Okay. Ooh. Now my chair doesn't want to move. All right, so it's a little small, but I think if we add some washi tape to the side, I think we'll be okay. You know, let's take a look. We have washi tape. Let's see which one we like. Strips and pieces and parts. And I did this last night too. How do you people let me do this? Like you were crazy. Well, you are a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but you know. So far, we've used this washi tape in here, in the base area. See, like up in here. And that's all the washi tape we've used so far. So the question I think we should ask is, should we stick to this for the edge? Or, since this is his door, we could put like wallpaper. Kind of like the wallpaper idea. And I like this one. Okay. Okay. And we want to go. We want to find our pencil. Anybody see where the trolls put the pencil? Has anybody seen what the trolls did to the pencil? Okay. We want to go between like here and there. Okay. Take this off. And we're going to put this down. Blonde hair in there. Oh. My tape roller has run over. I got a little crazy right there. It's no problem. Oh, I just totally shredded that. Let me grab my Fabri-Tac. Carla! Hi, baby! We'll wait for the glue of eternal stench. Seriously, it's nasty smell. This stuff is like the bog of eternal stench, I swear. It's so gross. All right. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Look at us doing a thing. We are doing a thing. She never had to get in the water with them. That would have been me. Yes, we grew up our teen years in the ocean, by the ocean, and yeah. There was some weirdness. Lots and lots of weirdness. All right. So, we did good work today. We finished these 2 pages, 90%. I think we're okay. All right, so we know we have some issues. This card needs to be rebacked because it's too thin. This card we need to back because it's thin. It's not too thin. It's just, you know. We got this part done. We're going to flip this up, and then we're going to put something here, and this is going to go right there. So you have a flip and a flip. Okay, so that's going to go right there. Close that. This is going to be up here. Yes, up there. Just kind of put that in the paper clip. All right, then what are we going to do back here? I don't know. I do have this pocket that we could certainly put on the side, like, and have, you know, we could paper and have something like for a tuck on the side. Certainly do that. So let's go ahead and put that under the paper clip. It's just an idea. We don't know yet. I'm going to paper clip this over here. We don't know what we're doing with this yet. We don't know if we're going to have a pocket or a belly band or what we're going to do. Okay. No, 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 no. Oh. God, it wasn't pressed on tight. All right, so that's where we are with that. All right, so what do we got going on? It is May. Can you guys believe it? It's May. We are literally a third of the way through the year. Like, we have made it. It's beginning of May. I'll verify the address for you, Michelle. Thank you, Carla. Okay, so yesterday, the video came out, Tabapalooza, right? Tonight, we're going to do the craft with me. We're going to literally work the Tabapalooza. We're going to try every punch, idea, whatever we can come up with. We're going to see how many different tabs we can actually make. And then tomorrow we have mixed media. Now, originally we were supposed to have a sale for Brian, but he's going to be a good uncle and spend the day with his niece. It's her birthday. So we're going to have mixed media tomorrow. And then Sunday is sale. We're going to have sale on Sunday. So if you purchase stuff in the last sale, in the pop-up that we did, the 321, I'm going to bill all that together. That way it saves on shipping for everybody. Well, we'll verify. Just to check. Because Carla's address has actually changed quite a bit in the last year and a half. Not lots, but there's been some changes. So we have all of that to do. And then Monday's video is a 7-pocket mini 1-page wonder. I have no idea what it is. I do not remember what it is. I don't even think I could find it in the box if I tried. So, there's still a chance that, over the weekend, I am so enamored with this particular journal. There's always a chance I could go live at any given moment and decide I want to do a page, I got the perfect idea. And I got to get it in here. So, look for those. They might pop up.
Jacob, this is Michael Cox, Advanced Technical Support calling.
So, because I really love this journal. I have waited a very long time to do this one. Based on the fact that I have all of this ephemeron stuff, obviously. I've been planning this for a while.
We won't call back between now and then.
So,
if you have any further issues, feel free to give us a call. We'll stop that auto close. We can be reached 24/7 at 1-844-239-2214. Thank you for using Cox Business Technical Support. Have a fantastic day now.
So, lots of stuff going on. We have 2 videos next week: the 7-pocket mini 1-page wonder, and also a tea bag pocket, which is kind of cool. And we have a doily project this month. It is a very busy month. We got a lot of stuff going on this month. Also, if you have not taken a look at, take a look at the community tab. Everything is updated through the end of July. Yeah, I've been busy. I'm still going to probably add stuff to July, and I think I'm adding a few things to June, just so you're aware. I will try and see if there's some way I can demarcate those, like with a different color or something when I add them to the listing, so that you can see what they are. But the list is current as of the 30th. So 2 days ago. I think that's it, guys. I think that's all I have. So if you're new here, check the community tab. Hit the subscribe button. If I have not offended you, the odds are this is probably where you belong. Just push the button. Commit to it. Okay? Recognize your insanity and join us. Also, go over to my Ko-Fi and see if there's any free digital over there that you might like. And, if you can't find one, there's no shame in, not finding one. Just look and see. What else? Maybe check out my Patreon if you are so inclined. That would be fantastic. For every Patreon member I have at the top level, that is a day that I am on the road. It covers gas, hotel, car maintenance, and shopping, which is cool. What a mess. Michelle, why do you let me make these messes? You yell at me. Clean that mess up, woman. So, do all of that stuff. Go to my Facebook group. There's links. Links down in the description. Go to the links. They're down there. Go look at things. Okay, that's it. That's all I have. Until I see you again, stay indoors, stay hydrated, and stay well, my friends, because I love you guys. Until then, bye-bye.